everyone, I wanted to do this quick video to give you just a quick bit of homework so that we can play Aca Entre Nos very nice and very clean, because we transpose it to the key of F, but then that introduces some chords like E flat, and we of course have our G minor. Well, that's actually part of the F major scale, but then we have our D7, which is not, but it's actually secondary dominant chord for your G minor. So it plays really nice. It's a beautiful progression that we have in the middle. For the most part, the rest of the song, we're just using the chords from the F major scale, which is going to be you're going to have your primary dominant, which is your C7, and then your main tonic, your F, and then of course we do have a secondary dominant chord here, your F7, and that's the dominant chord for the B flat. But the most important thing is going to be the little progression that we do, which is F, E flat, D7, G minor, C7, and F. That little chord progression, we do it twice. And if you can practice it and memorize it, then you don't have to look at the music sheet at all. This is a song that is very simple, as long as you memorize that little progression, and then that's it. The rest of the song is just the remaining two chords, which is just F major and C7. And that's it. It's a really, really simple song, as long as you practice and you memorize that chord progression. And it's almost like a backwards chromatic. And we're going chromatically backwards. So it's F, E flat, D7, G minor. Well, the G minor, the D7 leads us into the G minor. But those three, F, E flat, and D7, those are the ones that are going backwards. And then we land on G minor. And then we go back home with the C7. So that's going to be your homework. Just practice the chord progression, which is going to be F, E flat, D7, then we have G minor, then C7, and then F. So practice that chord progression, and you can practice it exactly as it is there, just counting. This is 4/4, so remembering that it's in 4 beats. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, and by the way, I wanted to show you that there's another way for those of you that can't, don't feel like you can stretch this bar chord all the way, because the E flat is always a little challenge. But it's always a little challenge. So if you don't reach well, you can do, there's another E flat over here, but it's pretty high pitched and it's all the way over here. You can use it, but you can also use this one here, which is on just like a C shape. And then you can put the pinky. And then just make sure to mute this because we don't want a natural E. We don't need a natural E on this chord because it's an E flat. So, and I kind of like this one because I'm here in F. And so you can just do that. And then from here, then you can actually use still a nice bar chord here for your D7. And then from here, you can just go to your G minor and go down to your C7 and then to F. So you can do that. Whichever way you feel comfortable, the main thing is to have your chords very nice and clean. And you can just follow that and just repeat that. That's what I call removing the wrinkles. You remove the wrinkles of the song by repeating that, looping that over and over. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you can just keep repeating that. So that will be your homework. That's for Aca Entre Nos. And I think that's pretty much it. The rest of the song, like I said, is just going to be an F, and then you're just going to have your primary dominant chord, your C7. All right, I hope that this video helps you, and I'll be checking and see if I can provide you any help with any other voicings that I gave you. If you have any questions in class, you can let me know. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. Hi, everyone. Okay, so now this little section is going to be just for the vihuela. And just the same thing. If you see the other video for the guitar, you can just complement that. And this is just going to be for the vihuela chords, the vihuela voicings. And same thing, the only thing I wanted to do on this, on the vihuela, just simply show the positions, of course, because this way you have the right context, the right fingering for the vihuela. And the C7, I want to make sure this is a valid version of the C7, but we don't use this one as much because this, well, our tuning for the vihuela is reentrant, so this one here in the middle is really high. So I want to make sure that we don't use this one as much for your C7. And so we want to use this one here. This is going to be your B or A sharp or B flat instead of using this B flat. We'll do it here. That's the one that we normally use for the vihuela and mariachi music. There's a few instances that we can play around with the other voicings, but for now this is just going to be the one we're going to use in Aca Entre Nos, because this is a canción ranchera. We want the fullness of sound. For now I just want to go over the chords, just the shapes. Vihuela is going to be very simple. It's going to be your F, then we're going to have your E flat right here. Now it's important that try to do it like this. This is the preferred way, because from here we can go to your D7. So this is the preferred way. Anytime that you're going to a D7, this is the preferred way. It's so quickly, just a quick move, quick change of the fingers. But if you have trouble with this, you could still just focus on the bottom strings. I mean, play still all the strings. You still want to play on the vihuela, you play all the strings. The only thing is that if you don't press these two, because we're barring these two, we're doing our E flat and our B flat. So if you cannot bar them clean, because sometimes it happens, this is a difficult position, it's okay, because these are just repeated notes. I mean, we have another E flat here, and we have another B flat here. So don't worry about it. Just make sure that these three strings are clean. And that will be no problem. Just play them nice with confidence. So when you're doing that chord progression that I was mentioning, which is F, right? And then we're going to have our E flat, and then D7, and then G minor, and then C7, and back to F. So you can do it like that. I gave you guys a different voicing for the guitar, which was here. You can do that, no problem, especially for the vihuela. You can be here. It's just a little bit more of traveling, but that's why I prefer to do this one. So when we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that chord progression is very important, just to keep practicing and practicing it. Like I said, I went maybe a slightly more detail on as far as the theory, the music theory, and the guitar video. So I combined both of these so that you can see them on the same. But I'll put the little timestamp on the description, so you can just go either to vihuela or guitar as needed. Okay, I'll see you in class. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.